Hi and smiles everyone, Colleen here. So today I wanted to show you how to make your own ledger paper. I have this book that I had found at a thrift store and they're not always easy to find. I'm sure you can buy them new, but they are relatively expensive, and the amount you may want to spend on something like this, or you'll use this, you may not want to invest that kind of money, and they're not always easy to find is the biggest reason I wanted to show you this. So I want to show you how to recreate some ledger paper with simply using some ordinary lined paper. And then when you need the sheets, you can make one, or you can have them on hand and so forth. So first we got to get rid of the holes. So I'll just get my cutter here. So I thought this wouldn't be, to recreate these, it wouldn't be that difficult to do when I was looking at it. You just basically need a ruler and a red pen, and a blue pen is best to have. So I'm just going to cut the holes off of here. Hopefully that's far enough over. Oop. Goodness. This is a thinner paper, so you really have to be cautious when you have a big cutter like this using it to cut this paper. It can slip pretty easily. Okay, so that's what we're going to start with. And like I said, you just need a ruler and a red pen and a blue pen. And then I do have these stamps that I want to use. They're number stamps, and I want to put a number on this page, and I'll show you as we go along where and how. And the thing is if you don't have something like this, you can write it in yourself, or you don't have to put numbers at all. So I'm going to just get started here. So first we want to define some lines here. So the first one at the very top, the blue line, I want to make the blue line darker is what I'm doing. So we're just going to line that up and make our line more defined. Okay, and then we're going to take the red pen, and what we want to do is to get as close to this blue line as possible, because that's how it looks in a ledger book. So I guess I could line this up on the T. That's because I have the T ruler. Like I said, you don't need a T ruler for this. Okay, so I think that is going to be good. Then we're going to put a red line across, just like that. And then we're going to come underneath it and put another red line. Okay, so we want it fairly close to our blue line. That might be a little close on that side. This is the most difficult part, is lining this up to get your red line very, very close to your blue line. This one. There. Okay, that's good. All right. And then we want to define this line here. We have a red line, but we're going to turn it into a blue line. That's what we're going to do, coming down the side here. So we're going to define that with blue. Then And we're going to come with our red pen, and we're going to just slide it close to the blue one that we just made, and we're going to make another line. With this ruler, what I'm trying to do is just put the blue line the blue line right up on the edge, and that should be close. Make it very, very close with this red line. Okay, now the next step we want to do is we want to define our columns along here. So this could be like the date if you so choose, and then we could have a column of numbers or quantities. This could be quantity, then the date, that type of thing. So we just want this one to be a smaller column. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to do our red line again. And we're just going to shift it over a bit. And with these, if your red and your blue kind of blend together, that's fine too, the lines, because you want them that close if possible. So if I had drawn this right on top of that, that would have been okay, but that's fine too. Okay, so then what we want to do is this column is going to be a bit larger. So I'm not measuring out exactly here because I don't think you need to. Just use your eye and estimate how big you want. So this would be, you describe, right, whatever it is that you're putting into your columns. You would do your description, excuse me, here. So I think I want it to be about that big. Okay, so then we're going to come down with our line again, and we're going to use our red pen. This one I want to get it a little bit closer, and then bring down our red line, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to make another column, and this would be more for your numbers, your amounts, that type of thing. So I'm going to try and make 3 columns maybe, but you could make it 2, you could make it as many columns. Excuse me, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. You could make it as many columns as you wanted, but I think I'm going to try with 3 maybe. We'll see. Okay. So again, we're just going to draw our line down. Take our red pen, shift over just a tad, and draw our red line down. Okay, and then we're going to come over here and make another column about the same size as this one was. Like that. Thinking about the 3rd column, so I don't want to make this column too large because I want to put 3, I think. Okay. Then we use our red pen again, bring it over. There we go. Okay. And then our last column, and what I want to do in this last column is I want to leave a smaller, so we're going to make this a little bit bigger column. So I could have made this one a little bit bigger, but that's fine. So I want a small column at the end because we're going to number that one. Show you what I mean when I'm, so we could maybe do 2 columns here. How about we do that? Yeah, so we'll make this a 5 column, but you could make these as large as you want. But I think I'm going to put 2 small columns here. I think that's going to work. So again, with our blue, shift it slightly to the side, draw your red line. Oh, I touched the tape, so I got a little bit of a mark down there, but that's okay. This is a little harder when you're doing it on camera. All right, so now we want to do a last column, and we want to leave this little column for our numbering. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Okay, and again, we're just going to shift over. Run our red one down. There we go. So we got our different columns. So now, like I said, you could make just 2 columns here. You could make 3. Depends what you would like to do, how many columns you would like. Okay, so now what we want to do is bring this up here. This will be our title spots. And we're going to make probably about like that. We're going to bring this. Now we're not going to go to the end with this. We're going to go about to here. And then we're just going to bring it all the way across. Again, we're going to just put a red line on the other side. Just like that. And then we're going to make another line up here, approximately, let's see, we'll bring that to, I want to make this up here, probably about like that. We're going to do a line across. Don't feel like that's lined up very well, but we're going to make another line just like we did this one. There we go. So we'll bring it across. Whoop! Again, my doing this on camera, I was trying to stay in camera really well, so then I came off, but that's okay. This is you won't do that when you're doing it. All right, I just want to show you how. So if it's not perfect, that's all right. Okay, so then we come across like that, and then we're going to come down on this side. We're going to form a box, is what we're going to do at this end, just at this very end, not the other side, just this side. Okay, I'm going to make my little red part, and then we're going to come over probably about here. We're going to draw another line. That should be wide enough, I think. Well, maybe we'll bring it over just a tad more because we can. Then we're going to draw another line here. And then we'll shift over a little bit. Again, making our red one. And then we're going to come over this way. And we're going to form our second box within this box. Okay, so we just want this to be a smaller box. This is where I'm going to put my number. Is right up here is where we're going to put our number. There we go. And then we'll do our red line. There we go. So now what I want to do with this is I want to put this number in there. I could use a little bit larger, but that's okay, because my other one I made a slender line up on the top. But we will just stamp this on because to show you what it looks like. So we'll put, whoop, I got a lot of ink on there, didn't I? Don't want that on there. So we'll just put number in this one, or a number symbol. And then we're going to put this number in this one. I'm smudging this a bit because I'm rushing. Like I said, I'm on camera, so I can't get my head in the way of the camera. But this will give you the idea. Okay, so then the last thing we're going to do is we are going to number these across. So all we're going to do is write in some little numbers in this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess I don't need to count it out loud. But you number this all the way down. And that's how ledger papers can be. Not all ledger papers have this part on them, but Menti do, because then you can refer to the line, right? Almost done here. And there we go. So there you go, your own ledger paper. And then from here, if you want, you can leave it plain. You could tea dye it, coffee dye it, and you could write your own titles in. You could fill this in however you want. And you could just write in it different amounts and different vintage companies, things like that. But this is the basics of how you do it. And I wanted to show you that today. I did this one also. And this one, what I did was more imitate how this here, I'll show you here, has the dark blue lines coming down this way. So on this one, that's what I did, was I just put some dark lines across like that. Or you can leave it just like this one, all depending on your preference of what you like. Some of the vintage ledger paper is more like this one, and some is more like that one. But excuse me. So that is truly how easy it is to make your own ledger paper. So I hope that that was helpful, and I want you all to have a lovely, lovely day. and a crafty kind of day. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It truly does help my channel to grow. Press the notification and you won't miss any of my videos. And we will see you all later. Bye for now.